Las Vegas has always been known as the land of opportunity. However, when the financial system negatively impacted Las Vegas, it was difficult for people to visualize any kind of improvement. Even as the economy in neighboring cities began to recover, Las Vegas was not keeping pace with the rest of the nation. But all of that is changing. As evidenced by the data provided in the following presentation, now is the time for the savvy investor to capitalize on the fiscal recovery in Las Vegas. This information supports positive outcomes regarding the Avalon at Seven Hills. Newfound trust in Las Vegas is evident by the increased number of out-of-state and out-of-country investors. We have seen a year-to-year growth of 2.3% in the population. This results in the total number of residents just over 2 million as of April 2013. As a result of the flourishing Las Vegas economy, unemployment fell to 9.6%, which is a 2% decrease compared to 2012. As unemployment went down, personal income improved by 4.2%, providing businesses an opportunity to prosper as locals patronized dining and retail establishments with their discretionary funds. Employment is not the only segment showing signs of gaining strength. Home sales are also headed in the right direction. The median price for a resale home increased to $130,000, which is a 24% growth between 2011 and 2012. The coinciding vacancy rate lowered from 9.8% in January to 8.9% in April. The Las Vegas market is active. In the past year, 30 multifamily assets have sold, encompassing 7,709 units, totaling over $500 million in sales and averaging over $66,000 per unit. Here are a few examples of the various sales that have taken place since January. As a result of decreased construction over the past few years, there is room for more apartments in the valley, and developers are taking full advantage of the potential growth. In 2011, there were only 400 units built. However, construction is on a slow incline, with 1,754 units completed this year. As a result of the short supply of inventory, we anticipate dwindling concessions combined with a strong ability to raise rental rates during the next 12 months. It is important to note what is taking place throughout the multifamily industry. Rental rates in each class are either stabilizing or on the upswing. 1.05% improvement in rents has been reported. 5 submarkets have reflected improvements as high as 3.16% in the Southeast. The results show an average of 80 cents per square foot. When analyzing the locale surrounding Avalon at Seven Hills, within the zip code 89052, the results reflect the region is quite unique when compared to the rest of Las Vegas. The housing breakdown shows 13% as multifamily apartments. This is a much smaller percentage than the usual 23%. The resale price of homes in this vicinity is over $270,000, which is more than double the $130,000 average home sale in all of Las Vegas. The differences do not stop there. Vacancy in this zip code is 5.79%, 3% lower than the average in all of Las Vegas. These positive benchmarks indicate there is still room for growth in the rental rates at Avalon. The median age of residents is 42. This number is due to the increased population of individuals between the ages of 0 and 24 and 65 and older. These are important statistics to be aware of when analyzing the employment rates in the vicinity. With only 57% employed, there is 6% unemployment, which is a 3% decrease when compared to the average. The percent is due to the low number of residents who are actually in the labor force. This demographic also has a higher income bracket than the majority of people who reside in Las Vegas. The two highest income brackets in the zip code are 100 to 150,000 and 50 to 75,000, with an average income of $93,000. It is just over $64,000 for the city of Las Vegas. Our research concludes this area of Las Vegas is more developed, more educated, and more affluent than the standard demographic represented in other zip codes. As demand within this zip code continues to increase, the value of Avalon at Seven Hills is positively affected. As of June 5th, Avalon had 137 units occupied, 81 of which are single occupants, while 56 are family units. Avalon at Seven Hills is a community which attracts single occupants. Therefore, our marketing efforts are generated from that standpoint. More than half of our residents are between the ages of 31 and 50. 50% of our residents earn between $31,000 and $50,000. Our findings conclude the average income at Avalon is $36,000 annually. When we further analyze the breakdown of the top two occupations at Avalon, we find that they consist of casino workers and people in the service industry. Two other occupations which are unique to Avalon include medicine, along with a high number of retired residents. This information mirrors our marketing plan, which strategically targets local casinos, hospitals, and medical companies. Many changes have been made since takeover, beginning with the first impression of the community, all the way to modifying the look and feel of the apartments. The moment a prospect approaches the community, they will see signage which has been updated to present a clean, sophisticated look to complement the renovation packages offered once they arrive. Our goal is to provide choices to our prospective residents. They have a choice of how many bedrooms, the environment they prefer, wood floors, and even granite kitchen tops. Our marketing strategy is, at Avalon at Seven Hills, they live their way. Since your purchase of this property, we are proud of some accomplishments. On the day of takeover, delinquency was over 12,000. On June 14th, it had decreased to 5,325. We are pleased to report that as of June 24th, delinquency is down to $806. There was only one market-ready unit on our first day of management. We now have an inventory of 14, consisting of a variety of floor plans and locations. Other income collections have increased by $885 per month simply by charging competitive prices for utilities, pet fees, qualifying fees, and more. Change of management combined with the time of year has resulted in 20 move-outs since takeover. Each resident who gave notice was personally contacted. The breakdown of the move-outs are 1. Financial, 2. Due to prior management, 3. Needed to be closer to work, 4. Purchased homes, 4. Moved out of state, and 6. Moved without notice. Currently, there are 9 on notice with 10 on deposit, scheduled to move in during the month of July or before. We are also pleased to report recent move-ins resulted in higher rental prices with the exception of one. The average prior rent was $793.53, while the average new rent is $854.85, an increase of approximately $60.85 per unit. Even more important to note is the average price per square foot of 84 cents. This is 4 cents higher than the average price per square foot in Las Vegas. The goal of Stout Management is to ensure Avalon at Seven Hills stands out above the rest. With work orders down to same-day response, we are establishing credibility with the existing residents. Expanded advertising in Simply Apartments, Apartment Guide, and Craigslist has already taken place. Each market-ready unit has been set up as a mini model. When prospective residents tour, they are provided a few minutes to feel what it is like to live in their new apartment home. A strong referral program to Stout employees, vendors, and businesses in the neighborhood is part of the strategy to market the Avalon experience. Additionally, an in-house referral program is being initiated once we have been on site for 90 days. Our projections indicate overall income improvements in the next 12 months. A 15.7% rise in rental income when combined with an 8.3% growth in other income leads to a 15% total income improvement. In closing, Stout Management is committed to ensuring Avalon at Seven Hills stands out among the rest, with continued focus toward marketing the target demographic. As evidenced in this analysis, now is the time for the savvy investor to capitalize on current fiscal recovery in Las Vegas. From all of us on the Stout Management team, we acknowledge the opportunity to work with you. Thank you.